starting with First Alert Weather.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan here for ABC 7 News at 4. We are looking at gorgeous weather out here on Siesta Key for the Crystal Classic, which opened today, goes throughout the weekend. We're going to have more information on that. There's no real hint of any kind of red tide. I know you can see a lot of people here already. It shuts down at 5 tonight, and then we go and open up tomorrow at 10 a.m. You can see the greeting sculpture right there as you walk on into this wonderful place here on Siesta Key. Just gorgeous weather, lots of sunshine, high pressure dominating right now across the region. We have a weak cold front that's expected to come on in. Right now, temperatures in the mid 80s, inland to upper 80s, well east of I-75. And we are looking for lows tonight to be in the low 70s. Looks like a cold front comes down tomorrow midday, brings with it a chance for a shower, but not much. Just a bit of a breeze coming out of the north and northeast by tomorrow afternoon. And then another cold front is expected to move down midweek next week, and that is going to bring some significant changes as far as temperatures go. We're going to have more on those fronts, obviously. But for tonight, we have some high school football action. We're looking at fair skies. Temperatures will be on the warmer side, and we are expecting no chance for any significant rainfall for this evening. Temperatures for lows tonight will be down into the low 70s with that wind coming out of the west-southwest throughout the next couple of hours, switching around to the east later on tonight. As far as the forecast goes for the weekend, things are looking pretty good. That front will move through, as I said, midday, bringing with it just a 20% chance for a passing shower. The winds will turn around to the north-northeast, and that may be a little bit better as far as red tide goes because there'll be no sea breeze kicking in with that kind of wind, anywhere from 10 to 15 miles an hour. You can see behind me, though, a lot of people already here enjoying some of the works. The artists are still doing their gig right now, getting ready for the final tally, which will be happening over the weekend. 3 o'clock on Sunday will be the announcement of the winners, and very delicate work going on right now. We'll have much more on this event and our weather forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. Our top story: as election supervisors continue to tally votes, a recount appears almost certain in Florida's Senate race, in which Rick Scott led by 56,000 votes on election night.
The Republicans' advantage dwindled down to fewer than 15,000 votes out of more than 8.1 million ballots cast statewide. This is now well within the 0.5% margin requiring a machine recount. As Scott's advantage shrank, the governor accused election supervisors in Broward and Palm Beach counties of incompetence and fraud. But elections experts say the process is working exactly how it's supposed to. A state law gives county supervisors until noon tomorrow to submit their preliminary unofficial results.
Our first unofficial results due to the state are Saturday at noon. We have time built in between election day and that set of first unofficials to make sure everything gets counted. And I think that's what various counties are doing.
With the noon Saturday reporting deadline looming for counties to report unofficial election results to the state, it appears the statewide races for U.S. Senator, Governor, and Agriculture Commissioner are all headed towards recounts. Additionally, 3 legislative races appear set for recounts as well.
Here at home, Sarasota and Manatee counties are preparing for a possible recount. The supervisor of elections offices working around the clock to figure out the logistics and put plans in place. Once the deadline comes tomorrow, then the state will declare whether or not there are recounts in those several questionable state races. Now, right now, all of the machines and more than 200,000 ballots cast in Sarasota County are being stored in a secure warehouse.
We've had a lot of questions from voters. Did my ballot count? Did my ballot tabulate? If they go to our website and look at the ballot tracker link that's on there, it will now say if your ballot has been received and tabulated. Because we've heard from hundreds, if not in the thousands of people asking us this in the last 24 to 48 hours.
And we have a link on our website, mysuncoast.com, where you can go and check on your ballot to make sure it was tabulated. Senator Bill Nelson's campaign has filed a lawsuit against Florida's Secretary of State. At issue, vote-by-mail ballots and the process used to validate them. A legal action announced today by Democratic lawyer Mark Elias, who is heading up Nelson's legal team. Elias said the signature matching process is left to untrained professionals, and there's no uniformity in how those signatures are judged. Republican Rick Scott's lead over Nelson has shrunk to about 15,000 votes. In other news, a Northport man is behind bars for the transmission and possession of child pornography. Sarasota County Sheriff's investigators say they found a laptop with 2 images of child porn when they executed a search warrant at Luis Gonzalez's home. Detectives say Gonzalez admitted to watching and downloading child porn on his computer. He was arrested and taken to the Sarasota County Jail. Taylor joins us now with the latest on the community mourning the lives lost inside a Southern California bar.
That's right, Scott. The tight-knit community of Thousand Oaks, California is paying tribute to the victims who were gunned down and killed at a popular bar. As the community bands together to remember 12 lives cut short, authorities have now identified 6 of the victims who were gunned down during college night at the Borderline Bar and Grill. And sheriff's deputies around the country are mourning the loss of Ron Helis, a 29-year veteran of the force who was killed when he tried to stop the shooter.
Sergeant Helis was having a conversation with his wife on the phone, as he does several times during the shift, and said to her, "Hey, I got to go handle a call. I love you. I'll talk to you later."
Overnight, a heartbroken community came together to try to make sense of the unthinkable. The FBI is now trying to identify a man seen in surveillance video as they investigate the case of a missing 13-year-old named Hania Aguilar. The man was seen walking towards the mobile home park about an hour before Aguilar's disappearance from the front yard of her Lumberton, North Carolina home. It happened Monday morning as she waited for relatives to take her to school. Police have already received a helpful tip that led to the stolen SUV they believe was used in her kidnapping. Investigators and canine units are now searching the SUV for clues and possible forensic information.
This individual may have information because, as far as we can tell, he's the only person who's on foot at that time of day, that time of the morning in the area. This is one piece. It was going to lead us to, hopefully, the rest of the puzzle.
Authorities say one witness told them they saw that a man wearing all black with a yellow bandana covering his face forced the girl into that SUV. They're asking anyone who saw him or may know him to call police. Now to the growing fallout in Washington amid calls for the acting attorney general to recuse himself from the Russia investigation. It comes as President Trump moved to fire Jeff Sessions and announcing Sessions' former chief of staff, Matt Whitaker, would take over the Justice Department. ABC's Janae Norman has the latest.
He's the acting attorney general and former conservative commentator who criticized the Mueller investigation he now oversees. And that's prompting calls for Matt Whitaker to recuse himself.
The truth is, there was no collusion with the Russians in the Trump campaign.
His own words from a series of radio interviews last year now being used against him, like when he called Mueller's appointment ridiculous and said it smells a little fishy.
There is not a single piece of evidence that demonstrates that the Trump campaign had any illegal or even improper relationships with Russians. I mean, it's that simple.
President Trump says those past comments aren't disqualifying.
The fact that you go on Fox or CNN or MSNBC or anybody, you make a comment, you'd have nobody left to choose. I think everybody looking at a permanent position has done many shows. Does that mean we can't hire anybody? We have to hire somebody that's in a shell? I don't think so.
Democrats are outraged. As sources tell ABC News, Whitaker has no plans to recuse himself.
I think he has a clear conflict of interest in terms of overseeing any part of the Mueller investigation.
House Democrats are planning a measure to protect special counsel Robert Mueller, and today Senator Jeff Flake announced a bipartisan effort with Senator Chris Coons to do the same. Janae Norman, ABC News, Washington.
We have an update on the condition of Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Ginsburg has been just discharged from the hospital where she was admitted after fracturing 3 ribs. According to a statement from the Supreme Court, she fell in her office Wednesday night. She was admitted to George Washington University Hospital for observation Thursday morning. Well, still to come, a new report shows Sarasota County hotels are at their lowest occupancy since 2005. We'll hear how it's affecting tourist development tax. Plus, authorities in Texas were led on an hour-long highway chase by a teenager on a 4-wheel ATV. And a weather radar captures a strange phenomenon that isn't even weather-related.
Know your land, know your prey. What are we doing?
Saturdays at 5:30 and Sundays at 2 on the ABC 7 live stream.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Dotoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to Mesobook.com.
According to a new survey by U.S. News & World Report, 3 of Alabama's top 4 hotels and resorts are part of the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail Resort Collection. The Grand Hotel Marriott Resort in Point Clear, the Battle House Renaissance Mobile Hotel and Spa, and the Renaissance Birmingham Ross Bridge Golf Resort and Spa. Hey, we didn't invent Southern hospitality, we just offer more of it. Visit rtjgolf.com/resorts to find out more.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
After a hard couple of months for local hotels, some say they're starting to see their occupancy rates increase. ABC 7's Jackie Kelly talked with officials at a local hotel and tells us what they're seeing. Jackie?
Scott, I'm out here on Turtle Beach and there are tons of people here enjoying their day. Now, some local hotels say that they're starting to see more and more people come in, but the past couple of months before this have been pretty rough. Now, according to Visit Sarasota County, this September had the lowest occupancy rate that they have ever seen. Among those hotels that suffered was the Siesta Key Palms Hotel, which the owner said saw a 50% decrease in August and September. But he says more and more people are starting to come in, and he predicts that this year's occupancy for November will be better than last year. And stay tuned, because at 5:30 you can hear from Visit Sarasota County as they talk about how these past couple of months have affected the tourist development taxes. Reporting live in Sarasota, Jackie Kelly, ABC 7, your Suncoast News. Back to you.
All right, Jackie, thank you. An emergency beach renourishment project should get underway tomorrow on Lido Key. According to the city of Sarasota, crews will continue to move in equipment and pipes today, and then the actual sand dredging and pumping will likely begin tomorrow. The project should take about 3 months to complete. They'll pump sand from New Pass onto Lido Beach, and a bigger project is scheduled for next fall, this one taking sand from Big Pass. Let's get back to Taylor now for a look at what's trending today.
Scott, police were caught on traffic cameras chasing an ATV on a Texas freeway, but even that's not the most interesting part. Authorities say a 15-year-old boy was behind the wheel and he was Snapchatting while it was happening. It is illegal to drive a four-wheeler on a public street in Houston. Police say the chase on the freeway went on for about an hour. The driver eventually surrendered and was taken into custody. Authorities say they will now determine what charges he could face. Watch the UK Coast Guard as they rescue 2 fishermen from a capsized fishing vessel in the middle of the English Channel. The Coast Guard received a call from a merchant vessel that spotted the capsized boat. From that call, a search helicopter and lifeboats were immediately launched. 2 Belgian fishermen were safely airlifted from the hull of the fishing boat, and 2 other people were also rescued by the vessel that reported the incident. All 4 were reportedly uninjured. And now something kind of weird. Check out this 3D weather radar. See that pattern that kind of looks like a shock wave? The National Weather Service in Jacksonville says that it's actually a massive flock of birds caught taking off in southeast Georgia. This isn't the first time radars have picked up patterns unrelated to weather. We've seen traffic, mayflies, and even bats, but according to the NWS, the recent Georgia bird pattern was particularly vivid. Well, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan joins us again from the Siesta Key Crystal Classic with the first alert forecast. How's it looking out there, Bob?
Pretty good, Taylor. Those radars are very sensitive. In fact, the meteorologist can turn it to the sensitivity when there's no rain around. They call it the rain-free mode. And at that point, they can see dust sometimes. It's that sensitive. So you can see those mayflower, you see all sorts of bird flights, you can see butterflies, even crickets at times if there's a lot of them. Here's what's going on behind me. The sculptors are hard at work, still preparing their artwork that a lot of folks are going to be coming out here on Siesta Key, checking out as they have been for years and years now. And I got to tell you, we're going to give you a sneak preview of some of the work. They're still working on it, but one in particular has a guy just kind of chilling on a couch with some margarita mix. It's palm tree and sunshine. I like that one. It's Friday, right? Yes, it is. Let's go to the maps to show you what's happening. The Holmes Beach webcam showing a beautiful beach day there. In fact, lots of sunshine and winds out of the west-southwest now with that sea breeze that has kicked in advance of that frontal system. Again, should be a gorgeous sunset. Tonight, it shuts down at 5, but tomorrow it's opening up at 10 and goes on through the night. In fact, there's an evening viewing as well, kind of a great party. These things will all be lit up. As far as the headlines read, they read like this: a weak cold front on Saturday. It'll bring a slight chance for a shower. Not much, mainly midday on Saturday. A better chance for rain on Tuesday. And then much cooler air moves in for our area on Wednesday and Thursday of next week as a stronger cold front makes its way through. So we'll be looking forward to that. A Titan radar picture showing the rain over the panhandle of Florida and stretching off toward Louisiana as well as into Mississippi and into Georgia. We're not looking at much rain here near the coast. There are a few showers well to the east of us now and into central Florida, a few pop-up showers, but with more of a west-southwest wind, I don't anticipate this making it to the interstate. Most of it will be into Highlands County, Hardee, and DeSoto counties as a result of that stronger southwest wind. Once again, we're going to watch that front. It shouldn't be a big spoiler for the weekend. It will cool us back down to near seasonal averages as far as temperatures go. Average high for this time of year at 80 degrees. You see that now in Inglewood. 87 though inland in Arcadia. 87 as well in Sebring. You factor in the humidity, it feels like 90 in those locations. Not as bad here on the beaches, 86 in downtown Sarasota. The Gulf water temperature at 80 degrees. Lows tonight will be summer-like, down in the low 70s and upper 60s. Well, inland Braden, you'll be right around 73 degrees. 69 in Lakewood Ranch, and then you can see those temperatures in Arcadia, Wauchula, and Sebring, all into the mid to upper 60s to start the day. Hourly planner, you'll notice the highs tomorrow will only get to about 80 as opposed to 84, 85. We had 86 yesterday, so it'll be a little cooler. You'll notice that as that front makes its way through. Those winds will pick up out of the north and northeast at around 10 to 15 miles an hour. Now, those winds will be helpful and beneficial in keeping any kind of red tide, which isn't much out here at all. A lot of people haven't seen many sneezing or coughing or anything like that, and the artists seem to be getting along okay with that, so things are looking pretty good on that front. And as far as the winds, though, they will be picking up for boaters. We'll look for a moderate chop on the bays and inland waters throughout the afternoon, mainly tomorrow. Well, the Futurecast is showing that front. You can see that thin line of showers making its way down. The main energy with it will pass well to the east, so we don't expect a lot of rainfall. It should clear the area. We'll look for partly cloudy skies for the day. Now, as far as, we'll get back here. We'll go a couple pictures back. There's a 7-day forecast. A slight chance for a shower, basically on Saturday and Sunday at 20%. And then we go up higher on Tuesday at 50% in the afternoon, and a little higher still Tuesday night, I think, mainly. 30% chance for a few lingering showers on Wednesday, but notice those cooler temperatures in the low 70s throughout the day there, as you see, on both Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So we are here, again, live at the Crystal Classic. A lot of folks out here checking out some of these great pieces of artwork. We got a surprise for you coming up a little bit later, too, at the 5 o'clock newscast. We'll show you that. Brian Wigglesworth walking around right now, in fact. We'll have more coming up a little bit later. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. From California now, several fast-moving wildfires are racing up and down that state, leaving at least 5 people dead, destroying thousands of structures and forcing thousands more to evacuate through flame-lined streets. A blaze in Northern California sent terrified residents running for their lives as it closed in and destroyed parts of the town of Paradise. 5 people have been found dead there in a vehicle that was overcome by flames. ABC's Natalie Brunell has the latest from Oak Park, California.
At sunrise, firefighters received some much-needed relief from air support.
Everyone is responding with every tool in the toolbox.
The wind-driven Woolsey and Hill fires devouring the brush near Thousand Oaks, California.
It happened so fast.
Dozens of homes here already destroyed.
It's just devastating. What you take for granted every day, being able to come home and rest your head on a bed, it's gone.
The flames jumping the busy 101 freeway, halting commute. More than 100,000 people under evacuation orders, including all of Malibu. You can see the bumper-to-bumper traffic on the famous Pacific Coast Highway. Residents scrambling to leave.
I knocked on my roommate's door and he said, let's get the hell out of here. And so grabbed whatever I thought I could grab and luckily made it down the street in time.
To the north, heartbreaking destruction as the Camp Fire about 90 miles outside Sacramento turns deadly. Strong winds sparking terrifying fire whirls. Some residents narrowly escaping the danger, their cars surrounded by golden flames.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
We've got 4 people trapped in the basement.
4 stuck in a hospital basement, saved moments before the building went up in smoke. In the city of Paradise, apocalyptic images as at least 2,000 homes and businesses are destroyed. Acting Governor Gavin Newsom has declared a state of emergency here and up north. And while we don't know exactly how many homes burned down like this one, officials say that number is expected to be significant. Natalie Brunell, ABC News, Oak Park, California.
Still to come, where some Veterans Day events will impact roads across the Suncoast.
I'm Linda Carson from Suncoast View. Coming up Monday morning live at 9, the upcoming Pink Conference challenges us to change the way we view our lives, our work, and our world. We'll learn more about the speakers coming to the Suncoast. We'll meet the new maestro of the Venice Symphony, plus we'll preview the Folk Legends musical trio coming to the Venice Theater, and Spice and Tea Exchange is in the kitchen. That's all coming up Monday morning live at 9.
Rugs as Art, Sarasota's only area rug superstore.
There are lots of people who are confused about which Medicare plan is right for them.
Hey, that's me. I barely know where to start.
Well, start here with me, Karen. I'm a licensed Humana sales agent.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Karen. I'm John Smith.
Hi, John. At Humana, we know you're unique, so you have different needs from other John Smiths.
Yeah, I've always thought so.
And together, we can find a plan that's right for you.
Great. I go to the doctor a couple of times a year, and I have some prescriptions, but I'm never fully sure of what's covered and what's not.
With Humana's all-in-one Medicare Advantage plans, you get coverage for hospital stays, doctor visits, and Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable and sometimes no monthly plan premium.
Do you have any more information?
Sure. I'll get a decision guide in the mail to you today. They're free.
Finally, someone who understands the real me.
Your health and happiness is important to us. Call or go online now to get your free decision guide. Call a licensed Humana sales agent today.
It's year-end clearance time at every Gettle location. Over 3,000 new vehicles, over 1,000 used vehicles on clearance right now at Gettle.com. And Gettle Pre-Owned Certified Plus means buying with peace of mind. Get credit help, fast cash for your car, and year-end clearance prices right now at a Gettle dealership near you. Gettle's got it. At Gettle.com.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard live up to a set of time-honored principles.
I will always place the mission first.
They stand ready to respond to any crisis.
I will never accept defeat.
They serve in their communities as citizens and as soldiers.
I will never quit.
They train part-time to be ready to serve at all times.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
Learn more at nationalguard.com.
Are you a food lover, restaurant goer, or home cook? Then check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, and helpful step-by-step videos. And you'll love the restaurant guide with direct links to your favorite Suncoast eateries. Whether you're cooking in or dining out, whet your appetite with tasty tips from Chef Judy at mysuncoast.com/dining. Keep up with the Suncoast. Watch your favorite ABC 7 shows on your streaming device.
There will be some streets temporarily closed to traffic in downtown Sarasota this Sunday. The city's annual Veterans Day Parade will roll right down Main Street. It starts at 10 a.m. at Osprey Avenue and will head west towards the Bay, ending at Gulfstream Avenue. Afterwards, a ceremony will take place at J.D. Hamill Park. This year's ceremony will honor Vietnam veterans and all female veterans, including World War II female vets, with the theme, all gave some gave all.
And just a reminder, some county government offices will be closed on Monday to commemorate Veterans Day. Central Library in Manatee County will be closed and will reopen on Tuesday, but Manatee County parks and beaches will be open to the public along with Venice City Hall. Buffalo Creek and Manatee County golf courses will also remain open, and your trash, recycling, and yard waste collections for the week are not impacted by Veterans Day either. You can expect to follow the normal collection schedule. Let's check back in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan for a final look at the forecast at the Siesta Key Classic. Bob?
Well, it's great weather for a beach walk, Taylor. I'll tell you that. The sunshine out here and a nice breeze coming in off the Gulf. And you can see the sculptors are hard at work here at the Crystal Classic. This one right there from South Korea, I believe, right? South Korea? I believe that's true. He's from South Korea and also from Canada. Oh, Canada. There you go. And we're wishing you a great weekend, and all the folks out here, looks to be a great weekend. Here's the look of the partly cloudy forecast for your beach walk. Winds will be out of the west-southwest at 5 to 10. And sunset will be at 5:42. Should be a gorgeous sunset tonight. Current conditions, it's 83, sunshine, and winds are out of the west-southwest at 10. That should keep any shower activity well inland. Dew point is at 72. We'll have much more on this coming up at 5. Scott, back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. Thanks for joining us at 4. We'll see you again in about 30 minutes.
Christmas Traditions by LuxArt Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by LuxArt Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
You like to pay less. That's why you made Honda Accord the best-selling mid-size car in America. Get the redesigned Accord, the North American Car of the Year, or Civic, a KBB.com Best Buy for less than the competition. Like SUVs and trucks? Get Motor Trend's SUV of the Year, CRV, the 8-passenger Pilot, or Ridgeline truck for up to $4,240 less today at your local Honda dealer.
I heard about the Dotole Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotole Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
According to Golf Digest, 2 of the nation's top golf resorts are on the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, the Auburn Opelika Marriott at Grand National, and the Renaissance Ross Bridge Golf Resort and Spa in Birmingham. Plus, the Marriott at Grand National was recognized as Hotel of the Year by Marriott International. Experience luxury and world-class golf Southern style. Visit rtjgolf/resorts or call 800-949-4444 to book your trip to the trail.
Find out first at 4 with ABC 7 News at 4. Weekdays on ABC 7.